So Aimee Ridgeway, player for Montrose Ladies FC. I'm a striker. I'm also a shoot support manager at Altons, Fraserburgh, Peterhead Academy at North East Scotland College.
So tell us your journey to playing for Montrose.
1970, no. I've been at Montrose for 5 years now. I actually came with some friends to Montrose. Kenny Aimee was the coach at the time. I'd left Montrose to go to Cove Rangers Ladies, where I met the lovely Craig Feroz. And then from there, came back to Montrose. Nobody knows about this story, maybe he's mentioned it to you. I had messaged Craig telling him to come to Montrose, and he wasn't keen, so kind of says, no, you need to come look at the facilities that they've got and speak to Barry. And yeah, he's been here kind of the same journey as me, so that's how I came to Montrose. So
How have you found that journey?
good, very good. It's been a journey in terms of, you know, the travelling. You count up all the miles from Aberdeen to Montrose and back. Back-to-back promotions has been excellent. The 70 goals I scored in Championship was great. The opportunities in terms of being invited on to Soccer AM was fantastic with Craig as well. And then obviously jump up to SWPL 2. Won that, and then obviously SWPL 1, which has been a challenge, but you know, if I look back 4 or 5 years ago and said we'd be in the top league, I probably would have turned around and said it's not possible, but we're here. I'm still here, Charlotte's still here, Cully's still here, so it's been a journey.
And just this season, how it started, how's it going? So
I thought the first game, obviously, let's ignore that game. I think it was Celtic at home.
It's difficult too, but for the purpose of this, we'll do that.
Yeah, it's been challenging. It's a different league. You know, you've got your full-time players, part-time clubs. However, we won at the weekend. We are sitting 9th now, and to see where we are now to where we were a couple of weeks ago at the bottom, yeah, it's been a journey, but good in terms of being 9th. I think we should be proud of ourselves and give ourselves a pat on the back.
And the last 2 league games here at home, I mean, Hamilton 7-0, Dundee United 1-0 right at the end because you left it a bit late.
I know.
It just shows that perseverance and all the work you've all put in starting to pay off now at the right time.
Yes, definitely. I think all the girls have said the split has come at the right time. I think we've got the league has been good to us in terms of having Hamilton at home and then Dundee at home. And then obviously we've got a break and then Hamilton again following week, so at home again. So yeah, we just need to keep fighting. The girls are great, and you know, in terms of the togetherness, you know, I see teams say that all the time, but you know, we all get on really well, and you know, our aim is to stay up, and I'm fully confident that that's going to happen.
And what have you learnt about yourself this season, especially being in the top flight?
There's a lot more commitment to it, if I'm being honest, with in terms of the job I'm doing just now. We've increased, you know, there's runs that we need to do extra. We've also got a recovery on a Monday night, so from finishing at 5 and then running, getting changed, travelling up to Montrose or going on to our team's call for a recovery on a Monday. It's a lot of commitment in time out, but you know, it just shows that, you know, we are a dedicated team, and we want to stay up, so fingers crossed.
Shows a transformation, like you say, with yourself, because it sounds like you've got quite a responsibility with your job, playing in the top flight, and then you're having to sort of manage yourself. How important is it getting that work-life football balance?
It's so important. You need to have that balance. I finish my work 5:30 sometimes, and then come to football. Football to me is a hobby, even though some say that it is part-time employment, but it's a hobby, and all the girls at this club do it because they enjoy it and they love doing it. So the work-life balance, you've got to get right, because if you don't, then you're gonna make yourself miserable. But yes, and it's also good to have days off, I think, which is important, which Craig is lovely, kindly gave us the weekend off. Thanks, Craig. Which is good to prepare for, obviously, next week.
Because self-care is the most important thing, and at the end of the day, without the players, there's no team, there's no game, and that's something the supporters, I think, just don't really appreciate sometimes. We just see you for 90 minutes, when in fact life is more than 90 minutes. Yeah, definitely.
And like I say, I've said that the commitment to the girls come at the training every week, doing the recovery, after work, going to the gym or doing our runs or getting involved in other football. In terms of fives and stuff, so the commitment and dedication is there from the girls.
Commitment and dedication. Who have been your main influences to get to this point?
I would say my family, my mum, most of my family. Sorry, not all of them. Oh God, stay in Spain. So we've got a Spanish supporter group across in Spain. But yeah, definitely my family and my friends as well.
It's always good to have the right people around you to, help you succeed.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, I've got a partner as well who's very supportive and as well. So that's good as well.
Shows like life is a team game as well.
Yes, for sure.
In terms of interest, when you're not working, playing football, doing everything else, what do you do to switch off?
Sleep. No, I sleep. I'm always, I moan that I don't have time to myself, but when I do have time to myself, I'm sitting there. Okay, what do I do? I do like going to the gym. I do like running. Ensure that I make time for my family, my friends, and spend time with my niece and nephews as well. But yes, and making sure time for them, if I'm being honest. I love going out for breakfast, meeting my friends, coffees, walks. So yeah, and travelling as well. That's a big thing on my kind of bucket list to do.
But when you're doing everything else that's outside of everything, who's on your music playlist just now?
ABBA. I love ABBA. You've maybe heard ABBA on Sunday. That was
I was away to say, I wondered who was in charge of the tunes.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I think when the ABBA, Tammy's a big fan of ABBA as well, so me and Tammy and all the rest of the girls are like, oh, here's Aimees and Tammy's music. Yeah, ABBA. It's a bit of a mixed bag, if I'm being honest, but I like the old schools, 90s music, 80s music as well.
TV movie series?
I finished Fool Me Once. I think the whole of the UK have been watching Fool Me Once. Anything kind of, I'm quite into crime documentaries, the crime documentaries on BBC iPlayer and Netflix. So that's my TV.
You mentioned travelling on your bucket list. Holidays, places, where have you been? Where stands out? Where would you like to go?
Yeah, so I've been to Spain quite a lot.
See the Spanish Supporters Club, yeah.
I've actually, in June time, I've just booked, me and my mum are going to go to Madrid and Barcelona. I've never been. I travelled America when I was younger, it was fab. I've also just booked Thailand. I'm doing that with my mum as well, so just want to see different places. So Europe, I want to go around Europe as well, so I'll need to fit that in somewhere.
You'll need to fit it in. I don't know what size of passport you got, but I bet you're going to need a bigger one.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it'll take time. We'll get there.
Back home though, unfortunately, with this weather that's going on, you've known your teammates. If none of you were playing football and you were just catching up with friends, who would be talking about their time as a comedian?
A comedian, Demi Taylor. She's one of the young ones. She came into the squad, didn't say a word. Now I can't shut her up. She's hilarious. I would say Demi Taylor would be the comedian. She's a bit of a bully though. I need to take her to HR, Barry.
Well, it sounds like a grievance is being put on camera right now. So we'll.
Yeah, I'd say Demi Taylor.
DJ.
Oh, I would say Gio or Aimee for DJ.
Businesswoman who's got a big idea who could pull it off.
I would say Charlotte Gamey.
TV movie star who's got the look.
I think everybody said Neve, so we'll go with Neve.
Go with a safe pick. In terms of wise women, who maybe other than yourself, would you go to the team for life advice?
None of them. Life advice, Tammy. You know, Tammy's got her head screwed on sometimes. But yeah, Tammy for life advice.
Future head coach, manager.
Gio. I can see Gio being future, head coach, manager.
And what would you like to say to the supporters?
Just thank you so much for coming along. Please continue to come along. Exciting matches coming up. So we appreciate the support. And yeah, big thanks to you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you.